Hey everyone, welcome back to Friday the 13th AG. I'm Friday, I'm a teen American Girl doll collector, and today I'm going to be sharing my opinions on the 2026 Girl of the Year, Raquel Reyes. I know this video is going to be pretty long because I'm a rambler. I'm going to kind of try to keep this intro short. In front of me, I have Faith, my Maritza doll, because a lot of people have been comparing Raquel to Maritza, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm just going to go through every piece in her collection and just share my initial reactions and opinions, and then also talk a little bit about what I will be buying, what I won't be buying, and my overall opinion on her aesthetic, story, and just kind of stuff like that. Without further ado, let's get into it. First off, we're going to talk about her overall aesthetic and just kind of my first reactions to her. I first saw image leaks of her in May. It was this image that got leaked on the American Girl website of her collection in their trunk. And while we couldn't really get good pictures of everything, I believe everything in this image was eventually released. And right off the bat, I was just like, yes, I love this girly. And I also knew right off the bat that I really liked her overall aesthetic. I was like, yes, this is going to eat so hard. This is the first Girl of the Year collection that has felt really put together since probably, I'd say Corinne's was pretty put together. And it's my personal favorite collection since probably either Kira or Joss. We're gonna move on and talk a little bit about my opinions on the doll itself. So I personally will not be getting Raquel, and I know this has caused quite a bit of controversy over on AGIG, but personally I am of the opinion that she does look somewhat similar to Maritza.
Okay, so I'm editing this video and I rambled for a good 13 minutes about this, and so I'm just going to try to reword my response because I'm editing this the night before it went up and I do not feel like editing 13 minutes of a rant. But pretty much I'm going to make a separate video just on this topic, but I just go on to say how I think that while the collection is great, I think AG kind of slacked with the doll a bit because we have a decent amount of dolls with brown eyes and a medium skin tone and a Joss mold. I saw a really good post from AG Dolls in Canada over on Instagram. I will link that in the description so long as I remember. But in her post and in this rant, I just kind of said how I think that it is a little sad that the doll itself felt kind of lazy, and well, there isn't anything that's like she looks identical to a doll similar to like Kirsten in number 3 or Gabriella and I think 46, I want to say. So it's not like that bad, but it's, as somebody that wants to have a very diverse collection, I personally will not be adding her, and I'm honestly going to make a whole entire video just talking about this and just the lack of originality with American Girl, and when we do get original things, it's not the best. But yeah, definitely check out that post, and it's a really interesting rabbit hole to go down over on HAG. You will run into a bit of controversy if you try to speak on it sometimes, but again, whole nother video.
I'm gonna quickly talk about her story. So I know that this, again, is something super divisive, but I personally love the idea of making her related to Samantha. If you don't know, Samantha is Raquel's great-great-grandmother, and her story revolves around her going to, I believe, Grand Mary's house where Samantha grew up and spending a summer there for a family reunion. Correct me if I'm wrong on some of those details, but pretty much the idea, one of her main selling points is that she's related to Samantha. I do really want to read her journal, although it looks like it only comes with the doll. But I know what they've done with some other girls is they'll have the journal come with the doll, and then later they will release a book like in the new year, and then also make the journal available separately. So I'm hoping at some point before she retires in a few years that they will come out with the book where I can read it, because I really want to and I don't want to have to buy the doll. But then again, that is why eBay exists. But it just seems like it's not super detailed. It seems like the main thing of the story is that she's related to Samantha, like that's the main thing that they're marketing. But it feels like with a lot of their older dolls, it was products that were made for the story and not a story that was made for products. I think you guys can kind of try to understand what I'm saying. Alright, now let's actually go ahead and talk about the collection. So we're going to start by going over her outfits. First off is her meet outfit. So I love that it's a two-piece. I think everybody on AGAG and AG2 is just, I think the whole AG community is just super excited about this, especially because a lot of people really love this kind of girly pink and purple style. I think it's cute for what it is. I'm not a super huge fan of it because I don't really like purple, at least just this shade of purple. So I'm not gonna like go scouring eBay and Mercari to buy it secondhand. Next is her pickleball outfit. I don't really like the colors, and I think I like the accessory set better. I think it's a cute idea, and I love that it's themed to Piney Point. I don't think I have a use for it though. The pieces aren't really easy to mix and match, and I just don't see myself setting up a set and using pickleball, so I don't think that I will end up getting this one. Next is the beach party outfit. Again, I don't like purple, so I'm not gonna get this one just because I don't think I would use it that much. It matches with her color scheme, which I appreciate. Overall, not a whole lot of complaints. I'm just personally not gonna get it. Next is her regular beach outfit. I think it's supposed to be a swimsuit. This one, it's just not it for me. It looks cute in the stock photos at first, but then when it becomes the swimsuit, I kind of just wish they had done a one piece because this tankini is just awkward. Like the bottoms kind of look like shorts and they're just so high-waisted. I wish that maybe they had done the top longer and then the bottoms a little shorter, because this just all around doesn't look that flattering. I really like the print of it, but I'm probably not going to get it because I have enough doll swimsuits and the styling just really isn't my favorite. Lastly is the pajamas, and for me this is the best part of the whole collection, hands down. I am going to be buying this for me and for the doll. I'm crossing my fingers that they have it in stock when I go to the AGPLA and that they have the pajamas in my size, because thankfully I still fit into kids pajamas at 15. Now we're going to move on and talk about all of her accessories. So starting out with like her basic Meet Raquel like accessories, I think like 3-4 weeks before she officially released, somebody on AGIG found these accessories on Poshmark. And it was also the first reveal of her packaging, which I love. My only kind of disappointment with this accessory, and you're gonna notice this to kind of be a theme when we're talking about all of her accessories, is that a lot of it is reused. Like this necklace was straight up in the Janie and Jack collection last year for the holiday season. I really wanted the necklace in the Janie and Jack collection last year, but I missed my chance to get it, so I think that's my biggest selling point. I kind of love that it's Samantha's brooch. I think that's just so cute. I feel like this just kind of shows poor planning, because I understand why they would want it in this collection and it makes more sense in Raquel's collection. So it just kind of shows that they didn't have the design for Raquel's collection last year. Next we're going to talk about the pickleball accessories. These are so adorable. As somebody that likes to play pickleball, I love these, but like what would I use it for? At first I was like, oh my gosh, I need these, but then I just got to thinking about it, and for $42, this just isn't worth it. They would probably display somewhere in my dollhouse and I would never use them in a photo shoot or stop motion. So I think this is great for play, but as somebody that doesn't really play with their dolls anymore, I'm going to go ahead and pass on them. Next is her dog, which I have a rant about.
Okay, again, I'm just going to like save you guys the trouble of the 20-minute rant. Well, it wasn't actually that long, but you get the point. So pretty much my complaint about this dog is that there's just so many girl of the year dogs. Like, do we really need another dog? Like, I get that it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be a Pomeranian, but I feel like we have a lot of dogs that are kind of like in the same realm, and this one even kind of looks similar to the original Coconut, just like a different color and obviously a different structure, but I prefer Coconut. It was a whole thing I went into, but I just think that it'd be cool to give the girl of the years some more unique pets. Like, there's only been 4 girl of the year cats. I would love to have another cat. There haven't really been like reptiles or birds for the girl of the year dolls. Like, I know that they have some like rodents and stuff in the Truly Me line, but I think it'd be cool to get like a character version of that. And this dog is just so expensive. Like, I like the idea of it coming with a few accessories, but not for this price. And if they're going to keep making dogs, can we at least get like some variety, like a little bit more variety? Like, can we get some more big dogs actually to a big dog scale? Thank you.
Alright, we're going to move on to the summertime treats set. This is a cute idea, and I really like the rug and the rolling ice chest. I think the rolling ice chest is something that's pretty unique. I don't think that they've done that before. This rug would look really cute in my dollhouse, but I won't be buying it because the food from this is all reused. Like, I have these popsicles in a different color. I have this burrito in another color. So it's a pass for me, but I don't really have any strong opinions on this one. Now we're going to talk about the dolphins. Okay, Why are these stuffed animals $32? Why are they $32 and why do I need them? Alright, the last little section we're going to talk about is the play sets or the big ticket items. So starting off with the chair set, I think this is way too similar to Kira's. I have Kira's, so I definitely won't be buying this. The food from this is reused, and I think the grill might be too. And these chairs they have used many times. They used them in the original pool. They used them in Kira's chair set. I think their coloring in this is very cute, but AG, you can still give us cute chairs in a different style. The only thing that really jumps out at me from this is a folding table, so it's just not worth it for me. Alright, now we have to talk about the vanity.
Hello, welcome back to Cut for Time, me editing out my rants because I am too lazy, because I really just want to get this video up. So, to sum up my rant for the vanity, pretty much last year I bought the Our Generation counterpart to this, and I think I like the actual vanity from Our Generation better. It is a great option, especially if you're like me and you like pink more than teal, or you just hate this hideous teal color. I think I like the base design of the American Girl one better, but I really just, the coloring is the deal breaker for me, and it's $100 cheaper. If you just want doll vanity, go to wherever you can find Our Generation, whether it's online or just your local Target if you live in the US, and get that instead. But personally, I do really like the little accessories in the American Girl set. I do not support Sephora kids at all, but as a teenager, that little perfume bottle, the get ready with me headband, like, this should not be the things that you find for a 9-year-old. However, there's something that as a 15-year-old I want, so I will probably be buying those from eBay within the next year. But the overall vanity is a pass for me. I don't need to spend $100 on a piece of furniture that doesn't go with my aesthetic.
Alright, last thing, because I've been keeping you guys for way too long, let's talk about the car.
Hee, she's back for a third time because I'm a lazy freaking editor. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over my car rant because I don't know how, but I spent like 8 minutes talking about this car. And so to sum it up, I'm running into that same problem of it looks similar to an Our Generation product. So this is the car that I'm thinking of that looks somewhat similar to, and like looking at them, they're not actually that similar, especially when you have the roof on the American Girl one. But I mean, I already have 2 doll cars. I have the Our Generation Jeep and then the American Girl red RC car. You'll see them. Yeah, there they are. So I'm not going to be buying another doll car because I don't need to spend almost $300 on a doll car. In general, I probably wouldn't want to spend $300 on a doll car, but I'm just saying, if I didn't already have 2 doll cars, and my mom has Joss's bus, so if we already didn't have 3 sets of doll wheels in here, I'm sorry, I might have considered it because it's so cute. I went and saw it in person because I'm editing this after I went to the American Girl store, and it's actually so cute. Like, I don't normally like this teal color, but like it just works. I like that it comes with some accessories. I like just how detailed it is, but I have self-restraint. I will not buy this. However, I'm just saying, in another world, I probably would have, because it is that cute. If you're in the market for a doll car and have $275 to spend, go ahead and do it. If you're in the market for a doll car and want something cheap, Our Generation has good options. But if you're bougie like me, this is awesome.
Alright, thank you for listening to all my opinions. Overall, I think her collection looks great. There isn't a whole lot I'm personally going to buy, but I like that she seems very thought through and put together. The whole collection has a cohesive aesthetic. I hope that we get more Girl of the Years like this in the future with collections that have this much thought. It seems like American Girl did really listen when people said that they had issues with the most recent Girl of the Year collections, and it seems like American Girl really did try their best to fix a lot of the issues, and so I hope that they continue with that pattern.
Miss Lazy Editor is back for a 5th and final time because I don't want to edit 3 more minutes of outro. So if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm currently on pause with Halloween stop motion filming due to life just getting crazy. Maybe I'll make an update video, but I do have some other videos lined up. I'm actually about to go film one right now, which is why I'm rushing through editing. So subscribe to come and see those in the coming weeks.
I'm currently not super active over on there, but I do have 2 AGIGs. My main is at Friday_the13th AG, and I have a second one that I'm not going to super advertise right now because I'm not being super active on there either, but it's a OOTD account, and it's tagged in the bio of my main account. So go ahead and check those out for other exclusive updates. You'll hear more about my life on there. Alright, I love you guys so much, and I'll hopefully see you next week. Mwah! Bye!